Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we are going to be trying out this brand new Rudy Invincible card. I picked him up, added him to my squad. I think he's personally probably the second best shooting guard in the game. I'm also going to try Larry Bird as well. If we get into an actual competitive game where I bring my bench in and stuff, I want to try him too because I pulled him from the locker code on this account. I opened the locker code on my other account, pulled it wasn't a good locker code. Who did I even pull? It was so not good that I've forgotten already. James Worthy, that's who it was. And then I opened the locker code on this account. Actually, my girlfriend opened the locker code on this account because they dropped it on mobile today. So I claimed it on mobile and she opened it. And she pulled Larry Bird, so pretty fire. I actually think he might like have an argument to play over both Kawhi and Paul George. I think there is a serious argument to be made there. And I'm excited to try him out. I really think he's going to be a top tier option with a lot of versatility at his position. He's 6'9", really good sigs, and I think he's a beast. And then personally, Rudy Gay, 6'8", 7'3" wingspan. Obviously, even without like extra legend badges, he's absolutely souped. If you wanted to add a couple extras, I mean, I have a couple that I could add. Like, actually, I have a lot that I could add, to be totally honest. But you know what? Because I do think he's that good, and I think there's a chance he plays for a while. He was also only about 2 mil. I'm going to add Legend on Ball Menace. That's about it. I'm probably going to soup up Bob Pettit again. That's probably going to be a video for tomorrow, though. But in today's video, I want to try out this Rudy Gay. I want to try out Larry Bird, and I want to see what these cards can do. Before we hop into the Showdown game, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 40,000 subscriber mark on the channel. We're getting real close to 40K. Like, I'd love to hit it by the end of the month. We need about 200 subs over the next 4 days. So that is not super easy, but I believe it is achievable, and I would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's hop into a Showdown game. Let's try out the squad. Let's see what Rudy Gay and Larry Bird can do, leading the starting unit and the bench respectively. All right, we're playing against Just King TY35. He's got a Dark Matter Luka. He's got Paul George. He's got Tim Duncan. His center was, hold on, who was his center? I'm not even really sure right now. He's also only tier 8. That's not great. Jason Tatum and Anthony Davis. This should be an annihilation. Oh my goodness. All right, we should, with the way his bigs are, we should kind of dominate. Now, his shooting guard might be his strongest position with Paul George, at least defensively, being one of the best cards in the game at the position. He's 6'9". He's obviously got the 99 stats across the board and great badges and stuff. So I do think he's going to be great. I'm going to go downhill at Rudy Gay. Oh my gosh. First possession of the game. Good Lord. A windmill dunk on Luka. They said you couldn't defend Luka, and they might be right. Goodness gracious. He just got dogged. Actually, that Luka card is pretty good defensively, but he just got dunked on there. And Paul George was just, my opponent played way too high there. He was like trying to reject the screen really aggressively, and it wound up leading to him giving up a very easy dunk. But that being said, it's a tough offensive rebound to give up. Luckily, he missed it. With Luka, I mean, that's not a perfect card, but he does have an incredible release, and I think he's really good. So definitely one. I've tried to pass out of that. Man, that's one thing I'd like to see improved a little bit on the stick next year, is the ability to potentially pass out a little bit easier. Because if you do anything more than just tap it, you can't really pass out of it. Even there, like I try to icon, and it still doesn't let me pass out. So like, that's frustrating. But that's what Rudy Gay will do right there. Was that a great shot? No. Was it a bucket? Absolutely. Because he's got one of the better jumpers in the game. Is his jumper perfect? No, but it is extremely smooth and fast. Is it the most parkiest park jumper ever? I would say no, but it's definitely really good. And I think he's a very, I think I saw a couple comments on my gameplay that I did. Basically people saying that they don't think his jumper is that much like that elite. Not exactly saying it was bad, but just saying they didn't absolutely adore the jumper. And I'm like, I've always loved Rudy Gay's jumper. It isn't quite as parky per se, but it is. I try to, again, passing out is, I have a wide open dunk. I might have had a shot regardless, but I had an absolutely wide open dunk and I passed out of it. That's a wide open 3 and it's missed. I got a green. When you get that type of look, you got to knock it down. That's a good look, though. That one should be green. Oh, my goodness. I know it was kind of deep, but damn, that's a couple missed shots in a row, Rudy. This is not the way we wanted your debut to go, man. And that's an unfortunate foul, too. It is what it is. We'll live. But I don't know. I was hoping for, I mean, I have 5 points right now. I've missed 3 shots in a row, all of which I feel like were greenable, if not amazing shots. And I've had a couple of shots where I didn't really mean to shoot it either. Like, certainly not as elite of a start as I personally would have liked. Let's just pass out of this real quickly. And there we go. He does not need to give me much space at all, because with that jumper, I should be able to green it very easily if I have any space at all. Easy shot right there, knocks down the 3, and there you go. Back on track, 8 points in the first quarter. It could be a lot worse. Alrighty, second quarter, down by 4. I got to give my opponent credit. He's played pretty well, and I feel like I've played really bad. We had an okay start to the game with Rudy Gay. Last couple of minutes, I haven't really been playing through him that much, but I have some, and it just hasn't been going that great. And unfortunately, we're down by 4, so we might be in for a bit of a more competitive game here than the way the last few Showdown videos have gone. This is just like a regular Showdown game. This dude is playing. His defensive settings are throwing me off a bit. I got to be totally honest, because the way he's like helping but not is very strange. It's like he's got his CPU set up in a certain way to help on certain things a bit uniquely, I guess. It's not what I'm used to seeing anyway, and for whatever reason, it is throwing me off a bit. So I think I got to settle in here a little bit more, but that was a nice assist right there. We got 8 points and 2 assists. Not, again, the most spectacular start to a game, but hopefully we can get him a couple buckets here in the second quarter. He's a little tired, so I don't want to like force too much, but we're also going to get Larry Bird here in just a little bit as well to see what we can do. So good place to start here would be a stop defensively. I don't think that's going to happen. It just feels so funky. I don't know. That was weird. That was kind of a weird move as well, but it worked. And he got past me, got downhill. It's a little awkward right now. The spacing, by the way, speaking of a little awkward, because that was not good at all. Wilt is wide open. Hopefully he overhelps. He does. I had a wide open 3 obviously there with Wilt, but at the same time, I think that was a smart decision, especially at a Rudy Gay gameplay, to be patient right there. I did, I guess, technically force that a little bit, but it worked. So, you know what I mean? Unfortunately, we give up a 3 right back. So all the good is immediately for naught. And he is just overplaying very aggressively. Let me get downhill, and I'm just going to pass out of this again because I'm going to get blocked from behind. He's helping so aggressively. I'm trying to get downhill, but every time I've tried to, it's probably because I'm trying to dunk the ball too much, but every time I've driven the ball downhill this game, I've made, except for the first possession of the game, damn near, it just hasn't worked out. And I guess that's probably a spacing thing partially, but also just a forcing at the basket thing. And he gets a freaking CPU steal. Oh, I need to bring the bench in the game and see if we can reset this game. Well, I did say we need to bring the bench in the game, but a wide open Rudy Gay 3 has the potential to help quite a lot. And there's another green bean. He's up to 14 points. This has been a brutal game, and I'm down by 3 points, and Rudy has 14 points and 2 assists and has actually contributed every bucket. The efficiency certainly doesn't look good, but you know what? All things considered, it could be a lot worse. Like, we could be down by 12 right now, you know what I mean? Now, our opponent does not have as good of a team of us. We probably should be winning this game, but give him credit for hanging in here despite a team disadvantage and doing a good job. That's almost a steal. It's a quality switch, though. He doesn't go up. Contested defense, beautiful. Let's get one last bucket here. Wilt has been playing great this first half, and that's a wide open 3 for one of the best shooters in the game. Bob Pettit, green bean, let's freaking go. I haven't been playing through Pettit at all this game like I generally would since I've gotten him, but he comes up clutch right there, gives us a big 3 ball, and it ties the game up. Let's get one more stop, one more bucket before half. We will be actually in a pretty nice spot, to be totally honest. I feel like I haven't actually subbed the bench in like I was planning on it, but all of a sudden I'm playing a little better defensively. I'm kind of staying in front a little better, just doing some things better, and that is Yao just being Yao Ming. Let's freaking go, man. 23-23, 17 seconds left in the first half. One more solid play here, and I'm feeling pretty darn good, to be totally honest, about where we are. And so let's see what we can do here. Let's see, play some defense. One stop and one bucket, and we're in a good spot. That's the stop right there. Board me, throw it to Pettit. We're gonna throw it to Wilt. We're gonna dex Rudy, and Rudy's gonna back it out, and then we're just gonna fake. Oh, I faked the back out and got inside for a standing dunk. Let's freaking go. Super solid way to end the half. I will take that every single day of the week. And somehow, after what I would consider a brutal first half, we are unfortunately going to probably go into the halftime. That is a disappointing play, but it could be worse. Okay, we are now hopping into the second half, about a minute in, down by 4 still. Not playing amazing. I think I got to be a little more aggressive, to be totally honest. I got to start playing with a little more confidence, being a little more decisive, and bricking wide open shots because my finger slips on the thumbstick. Whoopsie daisy, that's a mistake. My bad. All right, well, we have to settle in. We did get a stop there at least, so we can run the floor. We have a 5-on-4 now, and now we kind of have a 5-on-3. The corner is wide open. See, be decisive. Just be confident here. He's giving stuff up. You're just not passing the ball. And I think it's because I've been forcing at the rim too much, so I just got to be a little smarter here and see if we can settle in here. We have a better team. We're only down by 1. We just need to settle in and have a quality third quarter. That's a great X switch. It's great defensive play. Larry Bird filling in transition. Swing one more to the corner and just you know what? Again, I'm overthinking it. I have stuff wide open. I still have stuff wide open. So at least we got a 3 out of it. But I had a couple things open there and didn't take them. But you know what? The patience did work out that time. We did not make a bad mistake. I just kind of was a little, again, I feel like I've been a little bit too hesitant to this game, not playing with quite enough confidence when it comes to shooting the ball. But that's good defense right there. And here we go. Let's get out on offense here. All of a sudden, we got a 2-point lead and we got the ball. We're starting to make have some impact on the defensive end of the court. That is a force and not the good first shot to the debut for Larry Bird to the team that I was hoping for. Larry, I do think is a great Invincible though. The reason, or not Invincible, 100 overall. The reason I really like Larry as a card is because I think 6'9", big player, but like he is Paul George size, maybe a little bigger. He also has, besides De'Aaron Fox dribble style, which again is not horrific. He is a 6'9" switchable quality defender and rebounder like that. If he gets switched onto a Tim Duncan, has a reasonable chance to compete. Even getting switched on to, and of course he got pushed out of bounds. Again, I had Tim Duncan and Ben Simmons open. I didn't pass the ball early enough. That's on me. But I think the switchability he provides defensively, the slashing he provides offensively, in addition, obviously the shot making and the SIGs, which are again pretty much all perfect except for De'Aaron Fox, and the switchability and defensive versatility because he's just such a good card. And it's like, yes, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard also give me high level defense, but neither of them are quite as big as Larry. And also neither of them quite have the SIGs of Larry as well, which I think is an interesting thing that you do have to keep in mind here. He's also got Pro 2 fade. So like the shot creation is there. Of course, we don't get a bucket there that time. That was kind of my fault. I'm starting to talk too much and not focus on the game enough again. I'm starting to see, I could see a couple bad possessions in a row right there because I start talking too much and I get a little distracted from being locked in. I got to be focused, man. Otherwise I make some questionable decisions and just not quite there. Corner is wide open. I just have to dribble, penetrate, kick out, and shoot every single time. It's wide open. I just have to be a little more confident because he's kind of sort of almost baiting it, but he's not really. But I will give my opponent credit. I don't think he's playing a bad game. I think he's playing pretty well. He's been pretty patient. He's gotten pretty good shots. He hasn't turned the ball over a ton besides that little stretch. And he's doing a lot of things well. So is he overplaying defensively? Yes. I have to be more patient, and I also don't know why I can't shoot. But that is really getting on my nerves. Ben Simmons, you have a pick and fade attack ability option here, right here. Beautiful swing. I don't know what I just said, but it leads to a wide open 3. We will take it. A 1-point lead going to the 4th. This is a competitive game, man. I got to give my opponent credit. He's played well. Get a stop here to end the quarter. That's beautiful. That should be a stop. And it is. All right. Let's dominate this 4th quarter and win this game easily because I feel like that's what we should be able to do. Alrighty, I'm gonna give the bench like 2 or 3 more possessions, maybe a little more, even if they play well and play doesn't stop. I need that to be green, Larry. There you go. I just see, like, I've been missing those shots. I don't know why I've been missing. My fingers are, I don't know, a little just off, not playing all that well. Slip my fingers a couple times, and also just a couple questionable shot selections. But it's a good start right there to the quarter. We get a stop. We get a bucket. Now we have a chance to get a stop. We're playing pretty good defense here. We switch this, and I clicked onto the wrong guy. I didn't get low enough with Larry. That's on me. I didn't need to switch to the corner there. That's not my fault. Okay. That's another wide open 3. He's not there. Need to green it. And we do. Let's go. Beautiful. Good shot by KP. At the end of the day, we have a 5-point lead now. So we're feeling pretty good. Like, get the starters back in now. We gave the bench a couple possessions. We'll give them a couple more before there's the next dead ball if it goes that long. Get there. Nah, I'm late. It's probably green. He missed. Let's go. We got a tiny contest, but you know what? It worked out better than nothing for sure. Back to a pick and pop here. Drive the ball with Ben Simmons. We have dribble penetration now. We have somebody wide open, and I can't shoot it. He was open for so long too. Again, that's what I'm saying. I'm staring at the rim. I'm not making, like, I don't know what I'm doing, bro. I'm playing like trash, honestly, is what I'm doing. But we now have the starters back in the game. 3 minutes left. Feel like that was actually kind of a perfect substitution pattern, even if the actual possessions weren't spectacular. And Rudy Gay's got 19 points, 2 assists for a debut. It feels like it's been a lot worse than it actually probably has. And of course I miss. I have a wide open. Just take the bucket. It's Yao Ming. I don't play the way that you sometimes should play with Yao Ming enough, to be totally honest, because it's kind of obnoxious and cheesy because he's so good. But I feel like I almost feel like a loser when I'm just mashing people with Yao's size over and over again. You know what I mean? Because I feel like I could score 30 points a game with him, and instead I score 6. You know what I mean? And that's just how it goes, because he's a broken card. One of the very best in the game, and I don't use him that much, but he's taken over the gameplay right now here in the last 2 minutes. And again, I want to win, so it's going to be a Yao Rudy Gay game, I think, for the last couple possessions here in this game. Good bucket by my opponent, but 2 minutes left, a 7-point lead. It is time to slow the game down, run smart offense, and get good shots on a consistent basis. And of course, I have a wide open player in the corner, and don't throw it to him. I'm so bad at this video. game. I'm like tunnel visioning the crap out of this game. All right, push cross drive. Somebody's gonna help. He helped off a Yao. Never mind. Reset the offense. Drive the ball. He's open. Swing one more. Catch and shoot. Heel reached. It's open. Green. Beautiful. There you go. Pettit can do the job, obviously, too. In a normal game, I still think Pettit's the guy I'm running my offense through most of the time. I haven't played great at all with Rudy this game, though, to be totally honest. So give my opponent credit for doing a decent job defensively. 19 points, but it's been a struggle to get those 19 points. No doubt about it. That could be 22, though. It should be, and it is. And I screwed it up. Oh, my gosh. I suck. That is a dagger. Like, the game is probably still over, but that is a dagger and a dog shot. And I screw it up. I mean, get a steal, get it back, Rudy. Oh my goodness, hustle, get it. No, I didn't get his low key open. That's fine. We're there. We're good. Good defense here. We're locked in. Play some good defense. One possession here, and I give up a dunk. No, we don't. Rob Pettit doing it on both ends. Oh my goodness. Run the floor. Rudy, Gay, three. Okay. We get one more bucket here. The game's over. I didn't miss the last shot, but I screwed myself with the offensive interference. But one more bucket here and the game is over. So let's just go get that bucket. Stop, pop, that's it. Rudy Gay, game him. You're kidding me. I felt so confident that I greened that, to be totally honest. I thought that was a knockdown, high level, and it's just a break. I don't know. It is what it is. We're through the screen. All right, he's gonna green that, isn't he? I was just waiting for him to green that to make this game interesting. I thought it was gonna go in, but it didn't. Catch and shoot, Rudy. He's late contesting. Dog, am I just bad at the video game? It feels like it. Very disappointing gameplay, in all honesty. We're gonna get a win, but it just feels like it's just been a bit of a failure. Missed too many shots. Messing myself up on a wide open three, for example, there is not my favorite thing I've ever done. But Pro 2 fade, that might be green. Oh my gosh, we green that one. That's a nice shot. I mean, look, not the perfect gameplay, but not a bad one either. 22 points, 1 rebound, 4 assists. We're going to win by double digits, basically. Maybe more. We have a chance to get one more like exclamation mark bucket as well. Real quickly, 7 seconds left. Over to Rudy. Rudy catches behind the back. Greeny, Rudy, Gay. Yes, sir. He greened it tight. I mean, it was not a perfect game, but 25 points in the debut is not bad at all. I'll give my opponent credit. He played pretty good. Didn't have as good of a team. I did not play awesome, but a win is a win. And the efficiency, 54-59. I mean, it felt like it was worse than it was. 9 of 18, 7 of 12 from 3. I cannot believe it was that efficient. It felt so much worse than that. Man, I did not think I played that well, but the numbers aren't awful. 8 turnovers isn't great, but it could have been worse. We will take the win. Let's go. Rudy Gay, very nice debut. I enjoyed that game. A little bit of a longer video, I think, because I commentated a lot of that fourth quarter. I think pretty much the whole thing, but I hope y'all did enjoy. Again, if you would subscribe, if you haven't already, I'd really appreciate it. And yeah, that'll do it for the video. Hope y'all did enjoy. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon. I appreciate y'all. Peace.